Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, let's go ahead and jump straight into our update coverage. Update revision number 17,119. We're going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel for further update coverage. And I would like to make an update before I go on break. Q's profile avatar is not a turkey for Thanksgiving, it is a cat. So I have to put in that update before I dive into the update log. Anyways, I'm going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel for further update coverage. Alright, we are back to read the changelog for Halloween of 2020, October 30th of 2020. Alright, features. Halloween has returned to PokeMMO. Halloween 2020 will run from October 30th of 2020 until November 5th of 2020. Alright. Beating up children and stealing their candy. Beating the pumpkin to win a prize. Players will have a few days to turn in candy after the event ends. And Sinnoh is now decorated seasonally. So let's go ahead and jump to Sinnoh right now. Alright, we are back in Celestin Town here, and this is where the pumpkin is in Sinnoh. So Kanto is over in Lavender Town, Hoenn is over in Folliver Town, and Unova was in Driftville City as well. So let's go ahead and dive into the gift shops. So there are new and limited vanities here. Red and green eyeball masks are now available for a limited time. These items are limited to the Halloween 2020 season. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at these vanities here. So there you go. And I would like to thank Darkshade for that beautiful artwork on those vanities. And I hope you all don't have nightmares looking at that. That's how good of a job Darkshade did with these vanities. He's done such a good job to the point where some people might have nightmares after looking at that. Alright, and also the ghostly hats and hex cloth seasonals have returned as well. So there we go. And whoever made a GIF of all these particles has made my job much easier, because I don't have to take a break from my coverage here to show the particles being tested. So there's the Bats seasonal particle there, and then you see the Witch's cat, which is a new seasonal particle. So there you go. There's that cat there, just frolicking. And then you have the White Kitty, which is a permanently available particle, which is also new as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, and then I'm going to jump into the balancing right now. Alright, let's go ahead and dive straight into the balancing here. Balancing. Quarterfinal and semi-final matches of tournaments are now subject to 90-minute time limits. Move relearners now require at least 4 badges in any region the player has been in. Previously, this was always 4 badges in the current region. Grifting penalties for matchmaking have been updated. Players who intentionally forfeit by running out the clock before matchmaking rewards are possible prior to turn 5 are now prevented from joining matchmaking for 1 hour. Players who log off during matchmaking are now restricted from signups for 15 minutes, previously 10. Alright, so if you want to forfeit a match, just click the forfeit button after turn number 5 and don't log off or time out the match. Self-KO clause has been removed from standard PvP clauses. Developers note: this clause primarily existed as a stopgap due to some moves causing incorrect battle winner results during suicide. Players who cause fainting of both teams at the same time should now always be evaluated as the loser. If incorrect results are found, please report them to the bug report section of the forums. This one's a big change. Swords Dance has been removed from Garchomp. This change re-enables Garchomp for use in the OU tier. Alright, so Garchomp is back in OU. So, there you go. And Sandvale and Snowcloak have been re-enabled for PvP, and Hyper Potion price is now 1,200 Pokeyen. Alright, now let's go ahead and talk about the general changes right now. Changes. Filipino PH chat has replaced the Swedish SV chat channel. Stat previews now include level 100. PvP double and triple battles may now be forfeited after 3 turns. Forfeiture turn requirements have been lifted from normal duels. They now only apply to matchmaking, tournaments, and overworld legendaries. Players who are attempting to run from or target a wild shiny will now be met with a prompt making sure they really want to do that. This is a big change because I know several people who have done just that. So I would like to thank the development team for putting in that extra prompt. Let's go ahead and go into the general bug fixes. General bug fixes. I figured it'd be cool to show a trick-or-treater child fighting us. Fix several issues related to tier statistics. Fix an issue where tier statistics would display tier warning messages when viewing special tiers. Little Cup. Previously, items could be incorrectly calculated if the item was untradeable. These entries are now consolidated to a single item. Previously, items which were permanently consumed before the end of battle would not always properly accounted for. Mail items are now always consolidated to a singular item regardless of the flavor of mail. Players no longer stomp on the captain's chat dot when completing their internal region voyages. Generation 1 through 3 starters can now interact with elemental hyper beam tutors at all stages of evolution. This brings these scripts in line with move pools for the species. It does not affect any previous learnability. Fix an issue where the Mimic Tutor NPC in Kanto could return more than 1 TM. Fixed an issue where overworld legendaries could become stuck over time and wouldn't respond. Fix an issue where Azeroth could swap genders when evolving into Meryl. Added a missing co-op NPC battle for Hoenn's storyline. Improved text readability for read mail widgets. Android. Improved GBA zoom level calculation. Fix an issue where a script in Unova storyline would give an invalid item. Fixed ELO prioritization for season finale tournaments which don't occur during the season they represent. Fixed season finale crown season data for tournaments which don't occur during the season they represent. Fixed a crash which would occur when attempting to claim tournament prizes for species with no evolutions. Fixed display tournament sign-up windows. Fix an issue where planting seeds, if the player had no tradable seeds, the plot would pretend the player's untradeable seeds didn't exist. Fixed GTL searching, sometimes failing for no apparent reason. Android. Fixed GTL searching for names which are normalized. Strings with accents, etc. When trading species with an NPC, held items are now returned to the player instead of being given away. Android. Model caches for 3D areas are now stored in the cache folder. Fix an issue where priority sign-up during doubles tournaments would show that it queried Uber's MMR. Monster tooltips shown when creating auctions are now more verbose. fixed misleading dialogue when interacting with movie learners before having the requisite badge count, fixed eggs and genderless species showing as female in advanced searches of the PC. Alright. And we can discuss the battle bug fixes. Battle bug fixes. Text displays for several battle effects have been improved to play more fluently. Timing for text displays of some common effects, like move usage and end of turn status ailment effects, are now a bit shorter. Several common messages can now be displayed in bulk instead of as previously one at a time. Damage and fainting animations can now occur simultaneously for multi-battles. Fainting behavior differs depending on the game mode of the battle. Hordes may combine fainting animations, but general multi-battles, doubles, and triples will not. In multi-battles, if an action request is rejected, all previous queued actions are now cancelled. If in a double battle, if a slot 2 attempted to swap, but the opponent had Arena Trap active, only slot 2 would able to change its action. Now all slots will reset to accommodate the failure. Fixing ability banning for tiering. Whirlwind is no longer affected by Protect. Fix an issue where After You would fail when interacting with Focus Punch. After You now fails when interacting with semi-invulnerable, fly, etc. targets. Fix an issue where Lightning Rod or Storm Drain would absorb moves with no target, Rain Dance, etc. Fix an issue where Costop Berry would not activate reliably when switching in. Fling now displays its power value with the current held item in the summary frame and indicates secondary effects, if any. Pledge skill combos are now cancelled if the move failed to successfully execute due to triggering another action, like flinching or encore. This change re-enables Fire Pledge, Water Pledge, and Grass Pledge for use. Pledge skill combos now behave correctly if one pledge skill is as a result of an encore. Encore's effects are now cancelled if the target runs out of PP for the move. If both players faint in the same turn due to Destiny Bond, the player who did not cast Destiny Bond is now considered the winner during PvP win evaluation. Honey Tree battles can now be run from. HP gained while EVing and evolving is now restored. Wideguard's skill description has been updated to reflect its current mechanics. Fix an issue where dry skin could cause targeting errors for broadcast messages. Fixed fling power for Hardstone, Rarebone, 100 base power. Alright, and Desu has updated us on our friend in-game, the Pumpkin, and his overall health. The Pumpkin drank 100 Monster Energy, registered trademark, drinks. He is immune to sleep now. I hope the Pumpkin doesn't have a sugar crash after this event concludes. Alright, thank you so much for watching. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel, like the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel, signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased. Roy Rogers News.